Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast for this brand new week as we get into at least closer to the middle part of the month and we get closer to winding down the year. We had a very mild weekend, temperatures in the 60s on Saturday, 50s on Sunday yesterday, and we'll be back to similar temperatures again for today. Now, cloud cover is certainly going to play a factor once again for today, including fog this morning, so it's going to depend on how quickly some of that thicker clouds do clear out, whether or not we stay more in the low 50s or get up more in the mid 50s. So bottom line is a little bit above average for this time of year, which by the way is 46 degrees. So we will be above that. Meanwhile, for today, winds will be increasing just a little bit, especially for our northwestern communities, 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts. And as we head into tonight, it will be breezy for much of the night. May not be quite that strong of wind, so that this model is indicating, but I still think maybe up to 20 miles per hour is certainly a good bet for the area, and very similar wind speeds for tonight or tomorrow as well. Winds out of the northwest and going to continue to usher in some cooler temperatures as well. So here's a look at the cloud cover for today. Maybe a few peaks of sun here and there, but generally mostly cloudy. Would be a bad idea to have the sunglasses handy just in case that very short period of time in some spots throughout the day could have more sun than cloud cover. Otherwise, we will continue with partly to mostly cloudy skies tonight, but a gradual decrease in cloud cover, and then we'll have mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. There will be a weak disturbance pushing through tomorrow night. Most models keep our area dry. Other models, like this one, is showing at least a little bit of light precipitation. This is not going to amount to a whole lot, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch at most precipitation-wise, which means if it were going to be snow, first of all, it's probably not going to accumulate. If it does, it's going to be a dusting. I'm not too concerned about this, but it is certainly something that we'll continue to keep an eye on for tomorrow, mainly in the evening hours. Otherwise, lots of sunshine on Wednesday, although some late day clouds are possible before sunset. So here's a look at the 8 days. We are going to be mild today, cooling down Tuesday into Wednesday, and then warming back up Thursday and Friday. We're also keeping an eye on maybe some rain Friday into Friday night. We'll continue to monitor the timing of how quickly that rain moves out, because I am expecting surface temperatures to get close to the freezing mark by Saturday morning. But I think most of the precipitation should be out of the area by then, and then we're warming back up between the weekend into Monday. Thursday morning, our coolest morning in the teens, so be ready for that. So here's a look at how much precipitation we could get through next Monday, with most of this falling into that Friday night time period. Again, it's not a lot. I think the majority of the more widespread rainfall stays off to our east and should be closer to the Missouri border and into Missouri. And then not much in the extended outlook next Tuesday and Wednesday. As far as the snow is concerned, it's not going to be much, about a trace to one, mainly out to our east and into Missouri. So not too concerned about any possible snow accumulation. The GFS, by the way, has us getting a lot less precipitation overall. So no surprise that it's not going to show a whole lot of snow either. And even through next Wednesday, most of the snow stays up to our north. So with our outlooks, it is showing at least a wetter than a normal probability in that 6 to 10 day outlook. There still is that chance that we might get some precipitation, especially in that towards the end of that time frame. I am keeping my eye on maybe around the middle part of next week. Otherwise, it does look to stay drier than normal in that 8 to 14 in. Nothing as far as significant cool downs in the extended outlook. Yes, we have this cool down as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, but that looks to be our only major cool down that we'll have for a while. Now, I will mention that one of our computer models does go until the 24th of December. And of course, that would include what would be 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Right now, that model is showing low 40s for the temperature during that time. So if you're wanting a white Christmas, it's not looking promising. Remember, we climatologically have a 20% chance of getting a white Christmas. It's not a very common occurrence here in Kansas, by the way. So it would be more of a surprise and shock if we were to get snow on Christmas, or an official white Christmas, which would mean an inch of snow on the ground or falling on Christmas Day. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we'll have flurries. but that's still a couple weeks away, so that could certainly change. In the meantime, just be mindful of the fog early this morning, and make sure you are ready for the cool down that we'll have in the coming days ahead.